are we doing today? It is September 3rd. Let's see. So we're going to sow, might be too late, might be too early, never know. We're going to sow some Aztec broccoli and some pak choy and some broad beans. They might not do anything. And don't know if this is the right time or not. It doesn't say. Start into, oh, mid to late winter. Mid to late winter. Excellent. That's what we're doing today. And we might do some spinach if we get around to it. Other than that, I'll let you know what I've done when I've done it. So I'm just going to sow some. The little seeds, little tiny seeds, like little tiny seeds, I always do in, or try to do in, the small trays, you know, the little 12 cells. They're outside soaking up some water because the soil is bone dry. So the pak choys and these things. But the broad beans I'll do in a big tray, and the onions I'll probably do in a big tray because I want to leave them in here over winter. So I won't have you watching me fill up pots of trays with dirt. So we will, is that the only other tray I've got? Yeah, okay, so I'll do this and I'll show you what I've done again. So it says to do the broad beans 2 inches deep. So I got my trusty little dibber dauber out. And if I remember, I always try to leave one hole empty. And that I can pour the water in there without having to keep disturbing the tray so I can water it. So yeah, so we'll do broad beans right now. Okay, put you back up there for a minute and show you what I've done when I've done. Okay, so what are we doing now? So I got the onions done. I got the broad beans done. I'm going to do the pak choy blah 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 blahs after, because the pots are still, you know how they get that dried out soil thing and they the water doesn't soak in. There's a name for it. I don't know what it is. So I'll do that later. So what I'm going to do is I got 2 baskets that are empty that go in the cage. So I'm going to put some spinach in there. I'm going to do some, yeah, I'm back to my gardening uniform again. It's not cold out, but it's not hot either at the moment. It's sweaty, if that makes any sense. So we're going to do some Olympia spinach. Olympia spinach. This one has a 45-day harvest. And a New Zealand spinach. I think this is perpetual, so you just pick it, and it's 55 days. Now these are seeds from last year, but hey, I've got a list somewhere that says most seeds are good for a couple of years anyway. Best before dates are just a suggestion by manufacturers. Best before, not worst before. Anyway, getting the spinach done. Okay, so that's the spinaches, New Zealand and Olympia. This is the start of the big job, so Gerald's cutting wood for me. A great big freaking spider right there. Rach, you'd love it around here. There's a million spiders everywhere. What was I saying? Oh yeah, floor. So the floor's going in. I still got a wee bit of leveling to do. And then when the roof comes off, Gerald's going to dump gravel in here for me. And I'll use this as a cage because the sprouts are doing really, really, really excellently. I've only found one tiny grub on them, and he was dispatched post-hastily. Anyway, oh, my nose is running. Sorry, I'm getting a cold by the sounds of it, but let's go in the house and get some lunch. Bye. New sign. Woohoo! Thank you, sister-in-law. What do we got going on in here? So, got onions. This is what I did yesterday. Onions and broad beans are all down there in the china cabinet. There we go. Okay. And then the choys. Some of them are coming up okay. Some of them not so much. So just got to keep turning them so they get bent to the sun. And then they'll go outside in a minute. Soon. Soonly. Tomato I cut off is growing back again. Crazy. Yeah, not an awful lot going on in here. Calendula. Oh, Lord. Oh, Nelly, it's hot. It started out, as you saw earlier in the video, very cool. And these are doing okay. Yeah, ooh, true leaves, Sean, true leaves. That's my broccolis. Tomatoes are blushing, but not much. I told them dirty jokes, but it didn't really help any. Cherry tomatoes, I got lots more of those to harvest. I cut off the tromboncino. Ugh, freaking hell, spider. I cut off the tromboncino. Oh, shit, he had a brother. I cut off... sorry. No, I cut off the tromboncino and it's got another one growing. It's like a triffid, that. I'm only growing one, and I've had enough squash to give away to family members 4 times now. What else? Something's eating all of the nasturtium, so obviously we've got cat. Oh, look, there's one rare. Great, big, huge caterpillar. So I'm just gonna gently dispose of you. Hang on while he says hi to my foot. Don't panic. I kill whatever I kill. There's a million brothers and sisters out there of its own trying to get to all my other crap. So today we're going to try putting a piece of wood in that Gerald cut for me. Son of a gun, that's another spider web. Jeez Louise, man. What else did we do yesterday? Oh yeah, we filled up the veggie pod. Come on. I'll walk fast and waft quicker. There we go. Waft, waft. Carrots are doing really good. I have to check and see what they're doing underneath though, because I might just have a whole shed load of really nice green stuff. In here we put in, I won't open it, the peas are in there, you can't see them, but in this one I put like a broccolini, and I'll find the labels later, but I put in some green veg for the winter. And we are still getting loads of beautiful zephyr squash, although they are bunching up a lot more at the moment. We've been picking beans from here, and I've got another couple of big zephyrs here to pick, but I'm letting them get a little bit bigger before I pick them now, although there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on there and a bunch of small ones. See? And then what else did we do yesterday? I think that's about it. I still got gladiolas coming. Everything needs a good water because it's so bloody dry. 2 days of rain in July, 2 days of rain in August, and no rain yet in September. Just isn't conducive to happy camper Allison, because she's got to water everything every 5 flipping minutes. We found, sadly, a rabbit nest underneath that pot. It's not there anymore because the poor rabbits had died. They were only about this big, but we think the mother either was killed, you know, perils of nature. She was either killed or she just abandoned them, so the poor little things had died. But I was moving some stuff around when I saw a little head, so Gerald checked for me. He's so good that way. He was so upset about it. So anyway, that is nature in its worst. So anyway, I'll get back to, oh, look at the teddy bear sunflowers are coming up finally. But the bees are having a happy time with them. I've got way more to do next year. What else? Yeah, so. Ooh, that's a wobbler. I better fix that string up a bit higher. So yeah, so it's, you know, getting a bit of stuff cleaned out and moved around. Those tomatoes over there that are in loads of sunshine are still not blushing. Maybe I'll tell them some dirty jokes. I don't know. Got lots of tomatoes in the house. Anyway, I got to get some work done, so I'll see y'all later. Bye. Good afternoon. It is September the 6th, and it is 29 degrees out. I don't know if I never noticed on anybody else's, but I don't know if the ones in the UK have it, but the ones here have a gardening hose attached to them. I might shorten this up though, because it's very hard plastic and I don't like it. And I've got something to put on here because this frays, and on the old one over there it splits all the time. So You can water directly from the top up there. It's got a sprinkler system. So I sowed some things in here. I moved the pak choys out and I put the bush snap peas in here. So hopefully everything will be okay. It's super freaking hot again today. It's 29 degrees. Did I already say that? Probably got heat stroke. Anyway, slap that down again. I took out, I'm getting strawberries again, and the carrots are doing great. Lettuces in here are doing fabulously. Look at this. You're gonna have to harvest some. Holy mackerel. That is the, what is that? Hang on. These labels didn't fade. The Marvel Four Seasons and Lovejoy's cost lettuce. Looking a little moldy on that one, but that's because it's damp in here. Anyway, I think I've got flea beetle. How the hell I got flea beetle? They must have been in the soil. Anyway, okay. Close that. So these all have their own sprinkling systems, self-watering sprinkling systems. Well, they're not self-watering. I got to hook a hose up to them. I took out most of the tomato plants over there that had nothing left on them. Watch out for spiders. Look at that little bee digging itself in there. The teddy bear sunflowers are finally opening, and they are just full of bees. Sorry guys, I will leave you alone. I will leave you be. Pun totally intended. Look at this. If you want bees in your yard, grow seed them. Oh my God, they are insanely busy. Busy bees. Anyway, enough of the puns, Allison, for crying out loud. What was I doing? Oh yes, I was telling you about the tomatoes. So I took most of the tomatoes down, and I was telling you about those Pocketbook Roisenettes. They're gross. Sorry, Robin, at Robin Gardens. I know you said they were kind of blah. I think they're disgusting. They tasted yucky. Not only that, they're so compact and squished together that they weren't ripening evenly. So by the time one was ripe, the rest of them were rotten. So I took them all down. Which ones were ripe, I gave to my daughter, and she'll make soup out of them because she said she doesn't care about the taste quite so much because she doesn't eat them by themselves. So I gave as many to her as I could. I have a mole down there poking its way along my flower bed. And I'll show you the progress in the cage, and then I got to get some work done because it's super hot out here. The tromboncino is rejuvenating itself. I've got one there. I got to do a little bit of pruning on it because it's getting new ones here, and it's reshooting itself. So, which is fine. I don't mind that because it'll take a while to get insanely huge again, but it needs trimming up a bit. I have to move all of these pots over to this side, and there's part of the wood, and I did this side yesterday. I bought some new cloth. That cloth is absolutely, it's fabulous. It's really, really strong, thick. I've got it off Marketplace from a guy. It's brand new. So I got to put one board there today. Then I got to move all this stuff to this side, and then I can put the other board on that side. And then we can do whatever. I need to water my spinach because it's bone dry. What else was I doing today? That's about it for today, because once I finish doing this wood, I will, trust me, I'll be knackered. I gotta screw this piece of wood up here. It's basically to keep the cabbage whites from getting in the top there, because there's a bit of a gap. But every time I open and close the door, the blending falls on my head. So I have to be very careful when I'm going in and out. What else? Jumping spider. Yeah, everything's fine, fine and dandy and fine. I believe that is, it doesn't look like a daffodil, it looks more like a crocosmia. So I will, the reason I'm leaving the dead gladiolas over here is because I want to distinguish between them and the crocosmias, and I want to stand them up a bit better. They fell over. So, yeah, so that, and that. Cleaned all that out. This is getting cleaned out. That's the only tomato left on that plant. The rest of them are in the house, and they're absolutely fabulous. These ones, I believe, they're either Alice's Dream or an Anise Noir. Those are an Anise Noir over there. These ones, I'm going to get spidered, I just know it. These ones over here are I think they're black Toulouse-Lautrec, and something else. I did labels with Nimbot, and I put them all sideways down the side of the wood, thinking I was hiding them, and every single one of them faded. The labels I used last year, like the tree labels that hang on as tags, I write on them with a felt pen. They're still there. So yeah, I'm not so thrilled with the Nimbot. I'm gonna have to see if I can find something that's a non-fading outdoor Nimbot label. The label maker itself is great. I love it. The fading labels are useless. Sorry, stink bug. What else I've got to show you? That's about it today. So I'm gonna get some work done, and I will talk to y'all later. Toodles. Okay, I'm gonna put you over here. Thought I better bring the camera out so you can see I actually do some work. Can you see me there? I'll stick you in the dirt. Sorry, I hope you don't fall over. Sorry, there is sweat pouring off my head. It's 30 degrees out here and I'm an idiot. So anyway, I put screws in halfway so that when I screwed it in, I don't have to worry about holding the bloody board up while I'm screwing the wood. But keep your hands away when you're drilling. It's never a smart idea to have them in the way. Anyway. Okay, so that's there. The reason I need that there is I don't have a piece to go across here yet. And I need something jammed in this corner for when I put this piece here. Otherwise it won't fit either. So I just got to get a couple of screws for that and then go inside and collapse. Because it's freaking hot. I must need my head examining. What do you think? Hey? Gerald would say so. He would say, yes, you do, Allison. You're an idiot. It's not like this needs doing today. Now, is there anything... The other problem is there's nothing back here to screw to. Okay, so what I might just do is do one side screw for now on this side. There, okay. See if that works. Chances are I might have to put something supportive behind it. But there we go. Okay, so you see what I mean? But it's got to get bashed in. Trusty hammer. Now then, keep your fingers crossed. It actually goes into there. Or else I might have to get longer screws. Nope, that won't work. Okay, never mind. This one, yeah, that won't fit either. Anyway, so I gotta get some longer screws, but I won't make you watch me. Bye. Boy, did somebody say fall? I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's fog. And the patio, this is glass patio, and it's all fogged up. You know how it gets that wet, dewy thing, and the grass is soaking wet, and it's 15 degrees. Oh, brr. But flowers are still coming. Flowers are back. Excellent. And my pineapple lily's doing really good. It's not got a flower yet, but I wasn't expecting it to this year. So, cool. Good morning. It is 8 o'clock in the morning.